Hey guys, it's Novice here and I'm back with another video. Today's video hopefully will be a little bit shorter, but what I want to make a video about is, well, I made a tool that would help to dump Wi-Fi information as well as Wi-Fi passwords. So when I say information, I'm talking about the SSID, so the name of the Wi-Fi and then the password that's related to it. Now, before I hop into the actual code that makes this work, I wanted to first disclose that for this to work, you have to use the re module. What it is it's a regex module, and I did make a completely separate video discussing how regex works so that you guys wouldn't be confused if you're watching this one. But it's a regex module that basically helps you to identify patterns in specific, whether files or outputs or whatever it is you're looking through. Now we're gonna need this so that we can be able to make this workflow a lot easier. And now I promised a short video, so we'll go ahead and just hop right into the code that I made. All right, here it is. This is the code that does the stuff. Now, just for my own safety, I'm not gonna actually run this code. Feel free to run it on your own computers. I advise not running it on other people's unless you have permission, because we're white hat hackers around here, guys. We do things by the books. But with all of that out of the way, let's actually get into the code. So we have to import two modules here, subprocess as well as re. I described what the re module was. The subprocess module gives us the ability to run commands on the command prompt. That is the way that I think about it. Now, this first line of code right here, WLAN output equals subprocess.run netsh WLAN show profiles, capture output equals true dot standard output dot decode. Now, what this is doing is that it's running this specific command on the command prompt, netsh WLAN show profile. Now, what that is meant to do is that it is meant to display all of the SSIDs that you've ever connected to on a specific device onto your screen. It's just supposed to output that information. Now, we'll need the specific SSIDs as we go through to get the passwords. So the WLAN output is just meant to capture those SSIDs so that later on we can use those to get the passwords. Now, following code here, O equals re.find all, R all users profile, WLAN output. Now, what this is doing is that it's optimizing the re module. Now, what this does is that it finds all instances within our WLAN output that has this structure. Now, the specific structure here that it's looking for are all user profiles, followed by any characters, pretty much. Now, what is being saved into O, the O variable, is this specific group right here. Now, this specific group is gonna give you the SSIDs of the internet or Wi-Fi that you've connected to prior. I don't want to run this, so at the end I might do a screenshot of what it's supposed to look like, or throughout the video I might do it too, but I'm not gonna show it here personally. Now, so what this is meant to do is that it's meant to capture all the SSIDs. This code displays the SSIDs and puts them into a format, well, its normal format, which is all users profile, and this goes through and collects the specific SSIDs so that we can only use what is needed. Then we create a variable called start, and we just make it equal to 0. This is going to help us to print out all our passwords later on. Then we create a password list, completely empty for right now. Now, here is where the code gets more interesting. So for X and O, remember, O is our list of captured SSIDs. So for X and O, so for all the SSIDs within the O variable, we're going to run this specific command. Net SH WLAN show profile name equals and then SSID name, and then key equals clear. Now, what this is meant to do, this entire line, is that it's meant to go in and pretty much just list out the password of the SSID on your device, or whatever SSIDs are stored onto your device. Now, this variable here is just simply meant to collect all of the inputs from, this is meant to output the password. And then finally with this, we go through and then look through the output of this specific command and then pull out only the password. And then we append that into our password list. That is what this is doing, but I'll break it down better. So this entire line here, output is the variable, and within that output is coming the output of the following command up here. Now, we did the subprocess.run so that we can run it on the command prompt. We have to split it up in this way so the command can run properly. Remember, X in this case is going to be each of the SSIDs, and then finally the keys in clear. And then we're able to capture the output and then decode them, because when the output is put out, it's usually put out in bytes, but we just convert them into string. Then once we get all of that output from one specific SSID and password, we go through that output to find the specific password through this group, and that's what's stored into K, and then we just append it into the password here, into the password list. And then finally, once it goes through and does that for all of the SSIDs in the O variable, we move down here. Now, all this is simply saying is that for X in the SSID list, we're going to print the following SSIDs and passwords. So we print SSID, which is going to be the X, and then the password, which here is going to be string password, and then the start variable will be the what's the name of it? It's like reference point. I forgot the name. Well, I'll probably show it on the video. But index, it's meant to be the index. So if we print out the first password, the index for it would be 0. So that's why start is equal to 0. It displays that password, and then after that it increases by 1 and then continues to go throughout the list. And that's how this works. Now, like I said, I'm not going to show you guys how to on my personal machine, because well, that'll show you my SSIDs and my password, and I would prefer to keep that a secret. But I'll show some screenshots of how it's supposed to look, or how each of the outputs are meant to look. Yeah, but trust that this works. And if you guys want, you can go ahead and copy this, try it out on your own. It's going to work. Now, like I said, be very careful how you use this, because this could be considered a breach of privacy if you use it on specific devices that aren't yours. And with all of that being said, I'm pretty much done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't be a black hat hacker, bro. Work for the good side. Win for the good guys. Now, if you guys like the video, I want you to go ahead and like the video. If you want to see more from me and support me, go ahead and subscribe. Comment something down in the comments. I want to start a conversation, start a discussion. If you guys have any questions, just let it be known in the comments, and let's try to start building a community. With all that being said, I'm done and I'm out of here.